Hello everyone, it's James from Keeping It Anime. And are you good with smartphones? Well, if you're not, surely you can't be as bad as Yuiga in episode 8 of We Never Learn. So, Yuiga gets a new family phone, and he's super happy about this because now he can search more effective ways to study and use certain apps to help him with his studying. There's one slight problem though, he's absolutely dreadful and doesn't know how to use a smartphone. Not gonna lie, this was the opening sort of scene to the episode, and it was quite funny. I remember reading the manga chapter about this and I absolutely loved this chapter when it came out. And so I thought this episode was going to be great and, well, it delivered pretty nicely. So, one thing I do want to just quickly add before I go into what happens in this episode. So, does Yuiga have Wi-Fi? Because I'm pretty sure his family is quite poor. And I'm also pretty sure that data costs a lot of money. So, how he was able to do the things he did in this episode, I'm not too sure about. But hey, it's anime. It's one of those anime things, I guess. Right. Anyway, Uruka shows him a list of ways to help him study by grabbing his phone and showing him how to do it, basically. And one of the ways in which is on this list was to study in the bathtub, which none of the cast said they were going to do, but guess what? Ding ding ding, they all do it. So the episode goes into a bit of a rude sort of segment with this first half. As Yuiga is in the bath, studying, and he tries to search for an app to help him. But instead he starts texting Fumino. And she reacts by getting embarrassed, as she states that while talking to him, with her eyes closed in the bath, it feels like they're there together. Even though she also states that he can't possibly be in a bath as well. A classic Fumino reaction, very kind of together with her character, because her character would react that way, and I'm glad they went about it. So, Yuiga's second attempt. Does it go well? Not quite. He gets met with Rizu's dad, and we get a creepy dad segment. You know, typical comedy that we get from him, where he's overprotective of Rizu, and then Rizu just clops him one. Typical comedy with that character. But what I liked about this scene was Rizu's reaction. She's cool, calm, and collective, just like she probably would be with any sort of question or kind of scenario based on feelings, because she finds them difficult to understand, until Yuiga kind of spells it out and then she gets embarrassed and the flip just basically flips out and she freaks big time. I loved that, it was so funny. Probably the funniest of the three. Wait, hold on, 3? Come on, so third time's the charm? He must get the app right, come on. Well, he talks into the voice recognition. And this was a bit funny because we can all relate to this, where we tell our phone to do something, and well, it says, I don't understand. So he says the word kind of sort of study app, and then it comes up with phoning. Uruka Tokamoto. And then he's just you're doing this on purpose, phone, honestly. That did make me laugh because we've all been in that situation. So, the phone starts ringing Uruka, and basically, well, I say third time's a charm, and he does get something, because the phone call turned into a FaceTime chat, where it exposes both characters to each other. So Yuiga can see what's being projected through Uruka's camera, and obviously vice versa. Uruka can see Yuiga chest in the bathtub. You know, typical thing, and then they get embarrassed and, you know, weird tension the next day. Because Yuiga drops the phone in the bath, it has to get repaired, so he's super upset. So overall, a nice funny first half of the episode. I did quite enjoy this bit. Like I said, it was a bit rude, but comparing it to the manga, they stayed true to that manga chapter, and I like that. And yeah, it did genuinely make me laugh. So then, the second half of this episode focuses on Uruka and Yuiga. So, Tokumoto basically works herself to the point of collapsing from exhaustion. She's doing well in her studies and obviously her swimming. Yuiga helps her to the nurse's room, and this is where a sleeping Uruka basically pulls Yuiga in, and then her friends arrive. And Yuiga somehow manages to get into all these weird situations where he has to hide under things, and this scene is no exception. So he hides underneath the bed and overhears one of Tomoko's friends basically saying Uruka's crush is Yuiga. This causes some nervous tension between the two, but no need to worry because Love Doctor Fumino is here to help, giving Yuiga another lesson on understanding a woman's feelings. And I think this is lesson 4. So basically, they're put into a situation where Yuiga has to walk Uruka home, and we get some more misunderstanding comedy. And so Tomoko is like, let me repay you for what you did because I'm grateful for it. And Yuiga looks over and he's all embarrassed and flustered, and he sees like a hotel, and his mind suddenly goes to a different place, when in fact she just wants to take him out for ramen. And then we have a funny scene where they're eating ramen, and Yuiga's like, when did ramen get so seductive? And this all leads up to the end of the episode, where Yuiga can't take it anymore, and he's like, look, Uruka, am I your crush? And she replies with a, nope, and just starts laughing and laughed it off. Personally speaking, this was kind of disappointing. As viewers, we all know the truth, but I find this to be the right answer as such, as it does somewhat go along with her character. As she likes Yuiga for the way that he is, he's kind, he's thoughtful, he thinks of others before himself, and, well, you know, he's just that kind of guy. And before the question was asked, Yuiga stated that he hasn't got time for any love interest or affairs until after, you know, entrance exams. And obviously this kind of does shut down any kind of forward progression from Tomoko's point of view, because, you know, she has no other choice but to say, nope, you're not my crush, because, well, everything that she knows about Yuiga will just make Yuiga feel that much more upset and more kind of forgiving and awkward as such if she were to turn around and say yes in this point. So she kind of has to just swallow her feelings and jokingly laugh it off. So I think they made the right call, although quite a lot of Uruka fans will probably think, oh, why does she say no? This is a missed opportunity. It is, but it works with the character, so I'm glad that's the route they went with. So overall, I really did enjoy the music in this episode. Storyline wise, it was pretty good. I liked the fact that they did split it into 2. I know sometimes I've said that splitting it too much is a bad thing, and it is, don't get me wrong, but having 2 segments, it works out nicely. I think stretching the first part over the whole 30 minutes or 20 minutes, however long it was, would be a push, so I'm glad they went with 2 and not 3. Voice acting and sound effects, all brilliant. I liked every single one of them. Animation, perfect. Nothing I could really find that was terrible or out of place. So overall, I really did enjoy this episode, and I look forward to hearing what you guys think down below in the comment section. Did you enjoy this episode? Did you like the fact that Tomoko said no? Or were you wanting her to say yes? Let me know in the comments. But other than that, guys, I think that's going to do it for this review. Smash that like button if you did, subscribe if you're new so you never miss a video from me, And until next time, I hope you have an amazing day, and well, keep it anime. Goodbye.